Yeah, if I continue to pile firewood, I think I'm going to need a conveyor. Guys, welcome to the channel, OGA Outdoors. I'm sitting out here on my splitter today. I think I overindulged during the holidays. The log lift says max capacity is 250 pounds. I didn't used to tip this thing over, but I know I don't weigh 250, but I put on a few pounds. If you saw my last video, I was discussing about on my stacking, whether I wanted to stack it or pile it. I got lots of feedback of saying just pile it, it works fine. So that's what I started doing. This pile here, I did the rough math on it. It's about 10 foot wide and 15 feet long, and I'm calling it right now an average height of about 3 feet. Different sources say, if it's loose stacked, a cord's going to be 185 cubic feet, I think. Maybe it's 180. Y'all can correct me, leave me a comment. But based on that math, I've got about 2.5 cord here. I haven't really worked that hard on this, so it's definitely going faster. I'm hoping it dries and this is something I can move forward with going in the future, because it definitely saves time, and this way I can just pick it up, throw it in the truck. I've got you can see over here, I've got all these rounds cut. I think I've broken one of my cardinal rules. Normally I cut a few and split them as I go, but I was having the chainsaw was cutting great yesterday, and I was having a good time. Everything was cutting fine because I struggled a couple days ago with it. Got it sharpened back, and everything is cutting fine, and then I can't even tell I hit anything. I'm just going through a piece of wood. I even looked, and it just immediately stops cutting. So then I struggled for, trying to get things sharpened back, and just cutting straight. It wasn't even pull right. It was just binding. So I finally got it back cutting good. So I just went ahead and cut everything I had close by. I figure if I got more than I can stack on the pile here, or pile on the pile, I can just add some more pallets on the other end and just keep moving that way. But you saw from the title of the video, I was talking about my firewood business and how I've possibly, damaged it, kind of slowed down, because we're kind of in the season right now, but between like winter, it's winter started, but everybody wants to buy it early in the fall, but then winter gets here and things kind of slow down because everybody's already got their inventory, what they think they'll need. And it may have to do with pricing, but I'm gonna split some more, and hopefully we can discuss that some more later too, and y'all can let me know what you think about that. So let's get back to splitting. Okay, you saw me there when I was splitting down those square pieces. When I get into some straight grain wood, I always take this and split it down to squares, and then I make these little pieces like this. These are for making bundles. I used to not just split it down to the squares and not go this small. Then I go back with the electric splitter or the 2265, and I'd have to resplit when I got ready to make bundles. That was probably the most time consuming part of making bundles, was getting up all your little wood just to make the bundles. I may not make bundles going forward. I'm kind of liking the bags. I'm doing the kindling. I think it's a little easier, but still, if I go through and take the extra time and make all these little pieces when I'm in the straight grain wood, and I'll just stack it all together so I can just go to that location and just load up the Ranger or whatever and pull out all the little ones, and it's real quick to go ahead and just make the bundles. This way, this whole pile you see here, everything on this end is what I call my bundle grade. Makes it easier on my life anyway. let's just say that that last round was painful. This stuff here, it was advertised by the tree service guy as hickory. It looks a lot like hickory, but I don't think it's hickory. There's definitely some pieces of hickory logs he brought me. He brought a lot of hickory, but some of it, my best guess, I think this is some kind of elm. I'm sitting on a big round of it here. There's several more in here. If I got to get through all these today, it's going to be a long afternoon. But I wanted to talk a little bit about my firewood business. Like I was telling you earlier, it's really slow. Not really slow, but it's slowed down. Like I said, I think I'm in the middle of the season. People have what they need for now. A lot of people maybe don't want to pay the price, my prices. You know, I've always said you got to have people tell you no. And I've always thought, you know, if I get 20 calls and 2 tell me no, that's not a whole lot of no's, but it's just a couple that's in the right, you know, neighborhood. But then I got to thinking, with the website and everything, people may see the prices and never even call. So I may be getting a lot more no's that I don't realize I'm getting. You know, people look at that and say, there ain't no way I'm calling this guy. But I guess that's okay, because I'm not going to sell it cheaper. I guess my inventory for next year will be just, you know, I'll have plenty now if I got all this doesn't sell. So there was a guy, he just called, and just, I don't know, half hour ago. I called him back and he was like, yeah, I need some smoking wood. I was like, well, I got plenty of seasoned hickory, cherry, I got some white oak. It's all separated, good stuff. Okay, well, how much? And I told him the price, and he's like, well, first he said, can I get it tomorrow? And I said, yeah, I'll get it to you tomorrow. Here's what it is, the price plus my delivery, $1.50 a mile. He went to backpedaling, that's not quite in my budget, and okay, well, that's fine. Well, here's all. I'll text you the prices, and if you change your mind, just let me know, and we'll get you some firewood. If you want to, you can come get it. It'll be a little cheaper. So that's that, you know. So that's a definite no. But you know, like I'm saying, I'm not going to sell it any cheaper. I mean, it's any cheaper, and it's just not worth my time. I mean, I do all right with it, but this is what I'm going to sell it for. But just, you know, beating my chest or getting it off my chest like always. But I got to get the rest of this split, so I'm not going to bore y'all watching me split all this. Hopefully I get through a lot of this and y'all can see where I get to today. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe, thumbs up, all the good stuff. And like I always say, I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Should have started out with poplar, not hickory and oak.